We get to the bottom of the second in Baton Rouge, Alex Box Stadium. Cougars and Tigers, no score. David Longville back on the mound for Houston. For more coverage of the Division I baseball tournament and interactive brackets, go to ncaa.com. If you do a pool, I'm guessing your bracket's a bit of a mess at this point of the weekend. Cade Savick didn't play last night, back in there behind the plate this evening. 6 home runs on the year for the Tigers catcher. Train passing by outside the box beyond those right field bleachers.
Yep. The 804 right on time.
It's one of the few times this building hasn't been rocking with a lot of noise emanating from a sellout crowd. They let the train take over for a couple of seconds. Last night they had the 5th largest crowd in Alex Box history. It was a Saturday night in Baton Rouge, and this building was shaken. Savick will send that one foul into the stands. A lot of purple and gold.
The largest ovation of the night in this place was, I mean, I felt it up here, is when they took Aaron Nola out of the ball game. The ovation he got from the crowd gave you goosebumps.
When he left, our comment was that he had just one more start maybe here at the box.
Yeah.
And after the game, Alex Bregman, the talented shortstop, said, our goal as a team is to make sure he gets at least one more start, which would mean a super regional, which would mean a victory tonight or tomorrow against these Cougars. Here's a payoff. An LSU team that last year won 57 games, but they lost their first 2 games 2 and done in Omaha. Win tonight would put them in a super regional. And the other host, the Houston Regional Rice, they're done. They're eliminated. Savick to left and deep. Appling at the fence. Goodbye.
Gets a pitch up, wind slightly blowing to left. I don't know how much help that needed because that thing was launched.
7th home run of the year for Savick, and the Tigers strike first.
Savick was hot early, then scuffled a little bit, and he's red hot now, coming into this game hitting .480 in his last 10 games.
40 home runs for LSU as a team as Connor Hale takes a strike. That's more than Houston and southeastern Louisiana combined, the last 2 teams that have played the Tigers.
That was his 3rd home run in the last, well, this is the 11th game now, but this team has to be the hottest team in the nation offensively in the last 10 games. The numbers are staggering.
It doesn't matter if it's hits or runs, as Hale is punched out here in the second. You'll see teams run up some big hit totals. They don't always translate. That's what's so amazing about this streak for the Tigers. It's hits, it's runs, and it is a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it was right before postseason play, some games. Then it was the SEC tournament. They ran roughshod through that. And they have scored 100 runs in their last 10 games coming into this ball game. An incredible number. Some good teams in that SEC tournament, huh? They just dominated. The only game they didn't was the Florida game where they won 2-0. Carson Whitson pitched a really good game for Florida. That held them down. Sean McMullen with the big 2-run homer there.
Tyler Moore was a big part of that SEC tournament victory. The 11th tournament championship for the Tigers. His Dallas takes care of more, and there's 2 outs. We saw Paul Maneri a moment ago, and the one thing he said that struck me before this regional started was that he felt like, other than the College World Series in Omaha, there is no more difficult environment than the SEC tournament. It's because you're playing tough teams every single game.
Well, case in point, 10 SEC teams made it to regionals. So every team in that tournament started out this week playing somewhere, and that's it. You're battle tested.
But think about that. In essence, he's saying it's much more difficult to win the SEC tournament than maybe it is to win a regional.
A lot of people agree with him, and also the environment too. You play in this environment all year too. You're battle tested.
Christian Ibarra, the third baseman, has a count of 2-1.
Paul Maneri was talking about that. He said, you know, big weekend in the SEC. This crowd comes out. It gives you a postseason atmosphere all during the season.
Every single night. Ibarra spanks one to right, travels to Cervance, and the inning ends. 3 in a row sit down after that leadoff home run from Civic. It gives the Tigers a 1-0 lead here at the box. The national seed LSU Tigers trying to win a regional. What would be the 21st time in the program's history. They'll need a run in the bottom of the 10th. And Welbrock, the closer, has already thrown 3 innings. Stiff test right out of the gates. Alex Bregman, all he has done today is go 4 for 4, 2 singles, 2 doubles, and drove in the last LSU run back in the 7th when they built that 4-0 lead. All right, Nick, how do you pitch this guy? Nothing has worked tonight.
Well, in a perfect scenario, you start him off with a fastball on the corner and hope he doesn't beat you.
Bregman to center and deep. Appling at the track. He's got it. One long, loud out to start the 10th. First time tonight, Bregman has been retired, and he took Appling to the center field wall.
What a great job by Appling going after this. This ball is barreled up perfectly. And look at the knees. They're going right to where he's going. Knees to the wall. That's perfect mechanics for an outfielder. This is not a place that he plays. I mean, this is a neutral site. An away game, and Appling played that like he plays every game here.
Jake Fraley's 1 for 3. Freshman hitting in the 3-hole for the Tigers, trying to get on base in the 10th. Tigers have out-hit the Cougars 10-6. But a tie game into the bottom of the 10th.
This kid's dangerous going away, so if you throw him away, get it down.
Really one of the storylines throughout all the regionals, Nick, has been the number of extra inning games and the number of one-run games, and we have the potential, of course, for both. Already another extra inning game. We've seen 3 in this regional alone. All 4 teams have been involved in an extra inning game. Only the Cougars have had a pair.
Fraley, the kid from Delaware, struggled in the fall. Coach Javi Sanchez kept working with him. Gave him confidence.
A little easier play this time for Appling. 2 outs, 10th inning.
You can't take a breath yet if you're Todd Whitting, because you have another guy coming up here as part of their murderer's row that could end this thing in one swing.
And that's Sean McMullen, who had the homer to give LSU the SEC Tournament Championship, a home run that Coach Paul Mainieri joked goes down in LSU athletic lore, even taking it as far as mentioning the Billy Cannon punt return. McMullen wasn't sure about that. Well, if he hits a home run here,
that would trump the SEC
yes,
tournament home run. Yes, it would. He'd outdo himself. I said, what do you do for an encore? Well, that would be it.
McMullen has hit 7 home runs this season.
And McMullen, another guy, he can take the ball the other way. Now, he pulled the home run in Hoover, but he had a home run the other night here, going away.
Left center field.
Paul Mainieri saying, just stay within yourself right here.
In the air to right center. And the inning is over. 3 fly ball outs. We'll head to the 11th. Cougars and Tigers still tied at 4.